Welcome to another episode of
NERDOUT!
I am Randy, this is Brian, and we come to you with, I think it's Series 5 of Titans Returns Deluxe. First and foremost, I gotta thank Mark 44 Prime, who sent me 2 of the 3. He's like, you want these? I'm like, yeah.
Which ones did he send you?
He sent me Windblade, which was the one that was number 1 on my list, and Misfire. And I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic because, you know, how many times do we go to Toys R Us and not find shit?
Can't count that high.
Like, Toys R Us. Like, fuck Toys R Us. But, Mark 44 Prime, you're a gentleman and a scholar, and I'll see you at TFCon. And I'd say I buy you a beer, but I don't know if you drink. But we'll figure something out. You know, whatever. But I'm ecstatic to have these. I love the Titans Returns Deluxe scale personally. I think that those are the ones that I like the best, or maybe the leader class are pretty good. These 2 are retools. Topspin is a retool of Twin Twist, and it's pretty much like
pretty close. Yeah. I do like his head more now that you say
you like his head better.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I like his head better.
Really?
I like Topspin's. Yeah, the difference is the head. Maybe you're right. You know what it is? It's because mine's all scratched up.
Yeah.
Remember when mine was like had a big old like scratch on it? I think that scratch killed. You know what it is? I
like the sunglasses though.
Yeah,
I like the
sunglasses
shape.
are
It looks
pretty
like he's wearing a helmet and shit.
You're right. You're right.
I like his bot mode more.
I had him as a kid.
Yeah.
So doesn't that kind of like just that's it? Like if you like any jump starter, it's because you had it as a kid. And I'd like to bring this up right off the bat. Kudos to Hasbro. You're watching Nerd Out and you're listening because look, they painted the head.
Holy
Check
shit.
it out, dude. Like they painted.
What happened there?
Look,
They got a couple
paint.
extra bucks, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
they've been watching Nerd Out and they're like, dude, this one's the best.
Maybe that's why it took them so long to get here.
Yeah, they're like, oh, these Nerd Out guys keep busting our balls. We gotta fix some heads.
Holy shocking!
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I actually end up, even though Topspin is essentially just a repaint of
better repaint
I like
something
it.
than come up with this thing because that's terrible.
That is terrible. We'll talk about that. All right. So Windblade is an interesting character because like she's already had like 3 action figures.
She's been pretty popular.
Yeah,
lately,
she's new.
Yeah.
And this one falls a little short.
I'd say very.
You
short,
do?
Very short. Yeah, because like I don't know about you guys, but like I don't like hands hanging off of my jets. Like it's just when I play with a jet or I watch a jet and there's like a hand on it. It's very awkward.
I agree.
Out of it.
It's a fair gripe.
And they could have done something. I mean, I don't know what. I'm not an engineer, but
do you think that if they would have just found a way to have the fists fold in,
it would help?
Like that would be.
It would help. You know, it's just I get it. It's a $20 toy or
15, right.
But do something with those hands. You cannot have that.
It's like I agree with you. It's not the greatest Windblade. It's actually probably the worst of the Windblade. It's interesting because it's the one I was excited most about. I do like how what are these called? Turbines?
Probably. Something.
Like they rotate.
So she can hover and shit. That's sweet.
Yeah, but you know what? I do dig the fact that like I think this figure sort of kind of puts her as in like a not a legendary status, but she's a character.
Yeah, she's very popular, and it's like I don't even want to admit it. But where did she show up first? Like comics?
I think she was like a fan created type character or something. Like I think comic books.
Okay.
But they did a Robots in Disguise one, which was okay. But I kind of like this one. This is the like.
Yeah, I like that one.
That
way
was
more.
way better.
That's way better.
But the jet mode of this one had some issues too. But you know the hands hit. And then finally is Misfire.
Working on him.
You're working on him.
Yeah.
He's a retool of. Was his name Trigger Happy?
Trigger Happy.
It's a heavy retool too, man.
Yep. It's nice. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I dig the colors. It looks like a pair of shoe our buddy Andy would wear. Like he would rock some purple shoes with the little blue highlights. And he's got a pink head. Is that a pink or is that like more of a purple? That's a purple.
Where?
Right? His face?
His face looks great to me.
Yeah, but if you look in the right light, it's like a like a purpley gray. I dig it. Look,
Sweet, hey?
it's interesting because these were the figures that got me out of Transformers when I was 10 years old, and it's now these characters.
These are forced into retirement.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
Like when Headmasters and Pretenders came out, I was like,
I was out too, but they weren't good toys.
No, they weren't.
The toys were bad, but now they're making those. They're giving those characters a
An identity. Yeah.
an identity of their own that isn't just like fold in half robots.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did I get it right?
I think you did. Are the arms back? The wings back?
Yeah, that's as far as
That's a cool jet mode.
I like it, man. He's like, very evil.
My son and I were playing with it, and he had like some fair criticisms
What did
about
he say?
that. He's like, it's cool, but there's some. He's like, there's some gaps here I don't like. And he's like, I was like, whoa, my son's
neurotic.
he's gonna be nerdy like me.
Sweet.
It looks this little robot when it transforms, it kind of looks like it's missing some pieces like there and here.
I love. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Oh, it's my cat. He wants to take a piss. Hold on.
So, anyways, guys,
Here you go, dude.
yeah, don't worry about anything. We're just dealing with cats and nerd
Well,
out.
I don't want to fuck with that cat, dude. That was like freaky.
That was very scary.
Yeah, for being a heavy retool, I think I got to resituate myself. I think Misfire is not a miss. Like he's cool. He's cool. I think Trigger Happy's a little better though.
I like Trigger Happy more
Because he looks like an X-wing, and there's something about a toy that looks like an X-wing that automatically gets points. Still not down with the Titans Returns guns and accessories. Like
they're obnoxious and all over the road. They're just too big, you know. It's like they're pointless.
they are pointless. They have a lot of gaps. What are they gonna do? This is not a retool, right? Windblade.
Probably will be at some. I don't think.
Okay,
I
but
thought-
it currently is
yeah,
not.
I don't think
okay,
so.
I don't think so either. The thing about the Titan Return line is I don't think they're perfect, but I think as a collection as a whole, they look so great together. The colors complement each other. They have their own body style, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like they have their own. It's a consistent line. Still not a fan of the Voyager scales thus far. Like I haven't
Yeah,
found
they
one.
can't make a good one for to save their lives. Cool, they're all triple changers, and it's like, you know, it's like
It's too much to tackle.
I think it's too much for Hasbro to tackle. I mean, to be honest, sorry, but I don't think like they're just getting this sort of ironed out and making them well. So just do that, you know. But like they for how much are the
$30.
you can't make anything. I don't think you can make a triple changer that's not completely compromised.
What about
for that
Springer and Sandstorm? Those were good.
Yeah,
triple
those
changers.
were good, but that was.
But they didn't have to deal with the head feature. Maybe that's what it is.
The head feature should make it easier, though, right?
Oh yeah, because you could just take the
Move
head
it. That's
off.
a cheat. It's a part
That's
form
true,
in
that's
some
true.
ways, but
Yeah, no, that's true. This line's coming into an end, isn't it? Like they're gonna do that Power of the Primes crap is
yeah,
coming.
I guess that is coming pretty soon.
I'm not saying that Titans Returns. It's time to end, but I think it's gonna go out on a positive note.
I think this will be one of the most highly revered lines in modern.
So,
you know,
yeah,
like
because
in the last decade.
I agree. It's because it is so consistent.
Yep.
And there are so many hits, and so few misses, and not misfire. I love this jet, by the way. I think that's cool. Even
Like a
though
bug, it's cool.
a bug,
I think it was a little bit
Oh,
like
I
a
could see
bug,
that.
maybe. It has the up wings like a mosquito.
I could see that. I could see that. All right. And they painted the heads, dudes. They painted the motherfucking heads. Yeah. I recommend these if you don't have the other ones. I had to say it, but I don't recommend Windblade.
Yeah, it's just no. I mean,
If you're completist, you should get it though. It's not that it's not fun, right? I
mean it's fun. It's just she's not great.
No,
She's not great, but she's not terrible. I mean, it's like if you're a Windblade fan, you know, gotta
It's
have it.
Windblade.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's hard because it sounds
Windblade.
like it should be Windblade.
Windblade.
Like, what's a Windblade? Oh, it's because it's got the little turbines or the.
It's a bad transformer with it. It turns into a jet with arms sticking out.
Yeah, it's not. It is the one that I wanted most, but it's the one that I'm gonna say you should probably skip. I like the top spin the best, but Misfire is pretty damn close. I like Misfire's colors. It's so garish, man. Are you don't have them yet? Are you gonna get them when you see them, or do you feel? See, you know you.
I think that
you're
bug
taking a
is-
break.
Yeah, that bug for me has just been
The
bitched
couch,
with
right.
this. Oh.
Yeah, these are great couch robots, though, and I look. Hasbro is taking some big leaps in the last year or two, especially with Titans Returns, but they need to take it one step further.
You think?
I do.
Like how so?
Fill those gaps.
All right.
A few more paint apps. They did the heads. I appreciate that.
Are you willing to pay for that?
I
mean, that's the whole thing.
I shouldn't have to. At $15 a pop, honestly.
That's not that. That's less than a Marvel Legend, man.
True,
I mean,
but Marvel Legends are expensive. $20 for an action figure.
That's what I'm saying.
Expensive.
So, but and they don't transform like. They
Okay,
just
so
sit there. Like I think they should too, but $15. I mean, I think it's a pretty for a $15 toy. I mean, I think it's fair.
I agree with you.
But
It's
this
fair.
feels like as much toy as a Marvel Legends all day long.
Yeah, but what would they? But the problem is what they were coming out with, 5 years ago or whatever for $15 was so much greater than.
I
what
know
they,
things are always better in the past, man. I mean,
I don't agree with that,
yeah.
but
well, I mean, money is always went further in the past, you know.
yeah, I guess so. But like the big thing is like, what was it like 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago with the oil crisis?
Yeah.
The oil crisis is over.
Yeah.
Prices of oil have gone down, but prices of toys stayed the same. Like a Marvel Legend went up to $20 in that oil crisis.
Yeah, but gas is more expensive now than it was then.
Are you crazy? Gas was $4 a gallon.
Was it really?
Yeah,
When?
yeah. In 2004,
I mean,
was it? I can't
you're right.
remember.
It was
$4
but that was for
a
like
gallon.
it was only $4 for like a couple months. Wasn't
No, I think it was a couple of years.
Was
I
it
think
that long?
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It
you're
was
right, yeah.
insane. And now gas is under $2.50 a gallon,
Yeah.
$2.40
But
a gallon.
it's labor, man. It's like they gotta pay people. I mean, shit is more. Everything goes up. I mean, and plus they don't give a shit. They don't. They're gonna raise the price, and we're gonna pay it.
I agree with that, but I don't know why you're defending that. Like I don't think that's a defendable thing. I think you should be like, yes, we as consumers deserve more. Like these corporate bigwigs are making more money and we're getting less for it. And I mean, it's kind of an odd stance to stand up for, but as a consumer,
What was out 4 years ago? I mean, this is pretty good for the shit that was on the shelf years ago.
I'm gonna compare it to. Do you remember the Transformers Cybertron?
No.
Maybe that's like Binaltech was $20. An alternator was $20.
Yeah.
Today, an alternator in U.S. market would be $50 US.
Inflation sucks.
It sucks.
Man.
It's hard. It's hard for me to. All I'm
But
saying.
I don't think their profit margins went up that far. I just think cost of business is more expensive. I mean, all the bullshit they have to pay for. I mean, health insurance is why this shit. Health insurance.
I think it's because.
More.
I think it's because.
Oh, there it
Your
is.
phone might be full.
No, it's. I think it's fine.
All right, so we got cut off because my wife
Technical
called me.
fucking issue.
Technical issues. My
Yeah.
wife called me, and somehow I fucked it up. But we got in a real heated battle about the economy and the cost of oil, and
Which has nothing to do with
which
this
has
shit.
it totally has to do with that.
Not
shit.
anymore. They're just going to raise prices because they can.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Corporate bullshit.
Yeah, god damn it. Don't let companies make money.
No,
Especially.
let companies make money, but don't let them fucking gouge us in like
This ain't this
sitting in the
15
corner
bucks
like.
for this is not gouging. I'm sorry, not even close. You buy
I
Marvel
don't-
Legends for $20. No argument. This is way more than a Marvel
I
Legends
agree.
is.
It's way more. Marvel Legends should be about $12, but the thing is there's more love in Marvel Legends, and I give them a pass on some of those things because there is such an extraordinary love going on in there. Look, I like these. I just think that it's too expensive. Not as too expensive. I'm okay with the $15. I just think a couple extra bells and whistles would be deserving to the consumer. And I think that for what we pay, I think we deserve it. And I think our loyalty and and what they put into it is deserving. Like, look at the Japanese market and the extra bells and whistles they
And they
put
pay
there.
for it too.
You know what though? They're
So,
not.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I agree. Make them $20 and make them awesome. But
Okay.
you're not gonna get it for $15. I don't think.
Yeah.
These seem pretty. I think these seem pretty maxed out for $15. Like $15, I feel pretty happy about. Like,
I'm happy about. I mean,
like sure, they could. I would always like a little bit more. Do a little bit. That's fun and all that. But I think you're getting a pretty fair product for that.
all right. I mean, I do think you're getting a pretty fair product. I guess it's just like, again, I'm comparing it to like before the oil prices increased, and I felt that we were getting a slightly better, more refined, more detailed product for less. So it's just when you even the two out. But nevertheless,
We still got a little argument. Dude, we got that was sweet, dude. That worked.
yeah, we got
Let's
a little.
end it before it's screwed up
Yeah.
again.
Before it's again, thanks Mark44 Prime for that's super awesome. I can't thank you enough. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I think we still have a PO box.
Put shit in it.
Put shit in it. I'm
Yeah.
not even sure. Send us something so we know that we have a PO box. And until next time,
Nerd out.
Well, look at that.